time visiting the Etihad Stadium. West Ham United could move into the top four if they win a London derby at home to Crystal Palace, while there is drama as Fulham entertain Brighton. Leicester City moved into third after beating Brighton and have an interesting game at home to highly unpredictable Everton side that ended Chelsea's unbeaten run at the weekend with one of their best performances since October. Finally, Leeds United look to get back to winning ways with a home game against Newcastle United, who are looking for their third consecutive league win after beating Crystal Palace and West Brom in the last two games, despite having to deal with several coronavirus cases at the club.
Tune in for some happiness. Tune in for some fun. Tune in late at night or tune in the sun. This is TFM. Get ready to rock. From AM to PM. Come on. Let's talk.
TFM 95.4.
Let's talk.
Live on TFM and the TFM Facebook page. This is the live feed of TTV. Let's talk.
Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from our newsroom today. Ministry of Health issues license to import COVID-19 vaccine. Syed Yazin receives Olympic officials. Just 16 days to go for single-use plastic ban in the Sultanate. World-class training center to be set up at Jabal Al-Akhtar. Senegal to get first anti-COVID-19 vaccine doses in March 2021. Germany hopeful of earlier EU vaccine approval. Fire in Russia's nursing home kills 11. UNICEF provides cash assistance to 70,000 children in Lebanon. Tokyo Olympic torch relay to kick off in 100 days. Liverpool take on Spurs in Wednesday's big game. These were the top headlines for the day. Let's see how the weather condition looks like in the Sultanate in our weather update.
I'm Antra Bose with your daily dose of weather, and we're reporting from the TFM studio in Al Quair. Did you know that it's possible to find lakes and rivers beneath the ocean? When salt water combines with hydrogen sulfide, it becomes denser than the rest of the water around it, enabling rivers and lakes to flow beneath the ocean. That was our fact for today. Now let's step inside the studio and we'll talk a little bit more about weather. Oman Meteorology and Civil Aviation Authority have issued an alert indicating poor visibility due to fog patches. The alert also states that the Arabian Sea will be moderate to rough. Apart from this, the rest of the Sultanate will see mainly clear skies, with chances of cloud advection and isolated rain along the coastal areas of Dhofar and Wusta. There are also chances of late night to early morning low-level clouds or fog patches over parts of Wusta and Dhofar. With that, let's take a look at what the weather will be like throughout the Sultanate. Muscat will be sunny with temperatures between 24 degrees Celsius and 17 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be sunny with temperatures between 24 and 17 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batana will be sunny with temperatures between 25 and 18 degrees Celsius, and South Al-Batana will also be sunny with temperatures between 24 and 16 degrees Celsius. Al-Buremi will be sunny with temperatures between 26 and 16 degrees Celsius. Al-Dahira will be sunny with temperatures between 25 and 16 degrees Celsius. Al-Dakhla will be sunny with temperatures between 25 and 14 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiya will be sunny with temperatures between 26 and 14 degrees Celsius, and South Al-Sharqiya will also be sunny with temperatures between 24 and 19 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will be sunny with temperatures between 25 and 20 degrees Celsius, and Dhofar will also be sunny with temperatures between 23 and 13 degrees Celsius.
Update. Now, before we get into the details of the local stories for the day, let's see how the COVID-19 situation looks like in the Sultanate. The Ministry of Health officials has announced 5 new death cases due to coronavirus in Oman today. This has taken the total death cases in Oman to 1,480. The Ministry of Health officials has also The Ministry of Health officials has also extended their deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. In addition to that, the Ministry of Health has also announced 116 new coronavirus cases in Oman today. The total cases in the country have now touched 126,835, including 118,736 recoveries and 1,480 deaths, according to the Ministry of Health. In the past 24 hours, 231 recoveries were also reported. The ministry urged everyone to adhere to social distancing instructions issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. And now from a local desk. The Ministry of Health, represented by the General Directorate of Pharmacy and Drug Control, has issued a license to import the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use to prevent the emerging coronavirus for the age group of 16 years and over. In a statement issued online by Government Communications Center, said, this procedure came after evaluating the efficiency and safety studies that were presented by Pfizer USA on November 26th. The evaluation concluded that the known and potential benefits of the vaccine outweigh the expected risks, and after its approval by the health authorities in the United Kingdom and Canada and the US Food and Drug Administration. The vaccine is offered in 2 doses with an interval of 3 weeks. The presented studies included safety data available in clinical studies conducted on about 38,000 patients, the statement added. His Highness Sayyid Yazan bin Haytham Al Said, who's the Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth, received Sheikh Juwan bin Hamad Al Thani, President of Qatar Olympic Committee. During the meeting, the two sides discussed aspects of the joint cooperation in sports fields and means of promoting them to serve the sport march in the two brotherly countries. Sayyid Yazan also met with Sheikh Ahmad Al Fahad Al Sabah, President of Olympic Council of Asia. The meeting touched on the preparations for the meeting of the Council's General Assembly, scheduled to be held today in the Sultanate. The meeting also reviewed aspects of cooperation between the Sultanate and the OCA in the sports field. Sayyid Yazan also received Prince Abdulaziz bin Turki Al Saud, who's the Minister of Sports, President of the Saudi Arabian Olympic Committee. The meeting reviewed means of enhancing joint cooperation between the two brotherly countries. Now, there are only 16 days left until single-use plastic ban takes place in Oman, and conservation authorities in Oman have asked people to prepare for this by adopting more sustainable methods to carry their items after shopping. The Environment Authority on its Twitter platform maintains a daily countdown of the number of days left before the ban comes into effect on January 1st, 2021. On its Twitter account, the Environment Society of Oman, that is a non-profit that works to spread awareness and preserve the country's natural resources, said that, as we count down to the new year, try to stay mindful of the impact your behavior has on the environment. Here are some top tips to consider. Make eco-friendly consumer choices and switch to 100% recyclable calendars, cards, and wrapping paper. Say goodbye to single-use plastics. Use a reusable bag and water bottle, and bring your own reusable straw and utensils to places that serve disposable ones. Avoid food waste by planning meals ahead, rotating time-sensitive foods in your fridge and cupboards, freezing surplus foods, and composting kitchen waste. Invest in energy-efficient appliances and decorations, said the NGO. Spreading awareness on the impact of plastic has long been a cornerstone of ESO's environmental conservation policy. Last year, according to the body's 2019 report, which was released earlier this year, ESO engaged in awareness campaigns at schools while partnering with companies in the country to get the message out to the wider public. If we take the example of plastics in the environment, we can see that it is being discussed in many fora, said ESO in its report, adding that, however, we will need to work collectively towards reducing our reliance on single-use plastics for a clear and healthier Omani environment. ESO also runs awareness campaigns advising people on the benefits of reducing household waste and asking them to spread the word regarding environmental conservation. Now, outward bound Oman is presenting and pressing ahead with construction of its third training center coming up at Al Jabal Al Akhdar. The project is jointly undertaken by a number of oil and gas companies within the context of the Energy and Minerals Ministry's initiative aimed at supervising social responsibility efforts in the energy sector and highlighting the role of companies operating in the field and offering necessary support for the establishment of sustainable projects. The world-class training center is located 2,300 meters above sea level, and its facilities include high-tech lecture halls and an amphitheater equipped with virtual reality technology, meeting halls, a teamwork open-air area, and residences. Renewable energy like solar panels and mini-type and turbines will be used to power the center, which is expected to be completed by September 2021. Since its inception in 2009, Outward Oman has been providing unique training and educational programs for different segments of students from schools and universities, as well as employees of organizations, public establishments, and private sector firms. Currently, the company offers more than 100 courses, benefiting more than 3,000 people a year. The courses are usually conducted outdoors and require the interaction with nature through exploratory trips. Engineer Salim bin Nasser Al-Aufi, who's the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Energy and Minerals, said that support for this important project seeks to develop the potential of Omanis, including leadership skills. It's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates from our international desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Now continuing with our international stories for the day. Dr. Mamadou, who is the Director of Prevention of Senegalese Ministry of Health and Social Action, announced on Tuesday that the first doses of anti-COVID-19 vaccine will be available in Senegal from March 2021. During an interview with Radio Soothe FM, Dr. Mamadou said that members of Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, including Senegal, would have these first doses after approval by the World Health Organization. He explained that Gavi members were guaranteed to have their first doses by the end of the first quarter of 2021 through a partnership with WHO, UNICEF, World Bank, and the European Union. According to him, since 1976 and the start of the Expanded Program on Immunization, which stands for EPI, Senegal has never used a vaccine that had not been previously approved by the WHO. Senegalese Minister of Health and Social Action declared on December 10th that the country had not chosen a vaccine at this stage, but that it was participating in the international mechanism for group purchasing of vaccines. The European Medicines Agency, known as EMA, is planning to issue its decision on the BioNTech and Pfizer vaccine on December 21st, 8 days earlier than planned. The EU has come under increasing pressure to approve the vaccine following emergency approvals from the UK and the US earlier this month. German Health Minister, speaking at a joint conference with the Robert Koch Institute, the government agency responsible for disease control and prevention, said the report was good news. A fortnight ago, BioNTech and Pfizer submitted an application to the EMA for a conditional marketing authorization for the COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine is currently considered one of the promising potential means of containing the corona pandemic. President of the EU Commission, Ursula, tweeted that she welcomed the EMA's decision to bring the meeting forward. She added Likely that the first Europeans will be vaccinated before the end of 2020. Unfortunate news coming your way from Russia is that 11 people died following a fire at a nursing home in Russia's Bashkortostan region, the local department of the Russian Emergencies Ministry said in a statement Tuesday. A one-story wooden building caught on fire in the early hours yesterday, where 4 people managed to independently evacuate the building before the arrival of firefighters, according to the statement. The building was located in the village of Ishbuldino, about 1,400 kilometers southeast of Moscow, and belonged to an independent nursing home facility that was registered as a non-profit organization, said the investigative committee of Bashkortostan. The scene is currently being inspected, and the committee has opened a criminal investigation into possible negligence over the blaze. The UNICEF announced yesterday that it is providing cash assistance for more than 70,000 children across Lebanon, with each to receive 460,000 Lebanese pounds, which is about $117. The assistance, which is a one-time payment, aims at helping families to ensure the well-being of their children amid the current economic collapse, said the UNICEF. Lebanese families and their children who hold the electronic Hayat card, the most vulnerable according to the national program to support the poorest families, as well as the non-Lebanese families and their children who have been identified by UNICEF aid programs, will receive the sum, said the UN agency. UNICEF representative in Lebanon said multiple crises have taken place in Lebanon, which caused the weakening of the country's population at all levels. The high prices and the loss of jobs have had a great impact on the most vulnerable families and children in Lebanon, the UNICEF noted. It's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates from our sports desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. And now from a sports desk. The torch relay for the Olympic Games that will be held in Tokyo will kick off on March 25th, 2021, along almost the same route set before the Games was postponed. The relay start point will still be the J Village National Training Center in Fukushima, which was hit hard by an earthquake and tsunami in March 2011. The flame-lit Olympia of Greece in March will travel 121 days through 859 municipalities across all 47 prefectures before it arrives in the Olympic Stadium in Tokyo on July 23rd when the Games opens. About 10,000 torchbearers will take part in the event. To mark the 100-day countdown until the start of the relay, a special illumination of the Tokyo Skytree will take place later to see the landmark light up in sakura and gold, which are the colors of the Tokyo 2020 Olympic torch. Now, second place Liverpool entertained Premier League leaders Tottenham in the biggest game of the week on Wednesday evening. Tottenham leads Liverpool on goal difference at the top of the table, and a win for either of the two teams would take them 3 points clear. Liverpool will be without Diogo Jota, who is out for 2 months after getting injured in the Champions League last week, while coach Klopp is keeping his fingers crossed that central defender Joel Matip recovers from a knock which saw him substituted at halftime in Liverpool's 1-1 draw away to Fulham on Sunday. Now, Arsenal coach Mikel is under increasing pressure after Sunday's horror show defeat at home to Burnley left his side worryingly close to the relegation zone, and things could get worse when fourth place Southampton visiting the Etihad Stadium. West Ham United could move into the top four if they win a London derby at home to Crystal Palace, while there is drama as Fulham entertainment Brighton. Leicester City moved into third after beating Brighton and have an interesting game at home to a highly unpredictable Everton side that ended Chelsea's unbeaten run at the weekend with one of their best performances since October. Finally, Leeds United look to get back to winning ways with a home game against Newcastle United, who are looking for their third consecutive league win after beating Crystal Palace and West Brom in their last two games, despite having to deal with several coronavirus cases at the club. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be back again tomorrow at 2 p.m. with more updates and news your way. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.